products that I picked because it's Easter time and you guys probably have a whole bunch of decorated Easter eggs on hand. So that's what you'll be using as your Easter eggs. We didn't decorate Easter eggs this year because it was only us and our 17-year-old daughter, and we didn't want to do it, so we didn't. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my eggs, and then I will cover them with cold water, and I will put them on high to boil. Now, when they come to a boil, I will set my timer for 10 minutes and I will boil them to make a hard-boiled egg. I have this really useful little tool. It's an egg timer. It's red right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in with my eggs, and then when it turns brown, that tells me I have hard-boiled eggs. Okay, we're gonna go put these on the stove on high. Hello, FACS students. Today we're going to be making deviled eggs. The reason I chose this now is because most of you probably have some leftover Easter eggs and you need to figure a way to use them. So I'm going to teach you how to make deviled eggs. First off, there is no recipe. So you're going to need to watch, and then a lot of it is just taste. But I have a couple things that I want to show you on this. Basically, when I make deviled eggs at Easter time, I am making like 2 dozen eggs, which ends up being 48 deviled eggs because we do a great big huge family get together for Easter. Obviously this year we didn't do that. So I got 2 deviled eggs that I'm going to be making, which will end up being 4 in the end. I boiled my eggs. I remembered to turn them down to low, and I boiled them for 10 minutes so I have hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to take my knife and very carefully I'm going to cut through the white, but try not to cut through the yolk. It won't fail you if you do, but it just makes it so much easier to get the yolk out if it's one complete piece. I'll show you on this one what happens if you just cut it through. I have to pick at that yolk, and sometimes it comes out, sometimes it doesn't. So that's why I always tell you to try really hard. See, that one's not coming out quite as much. That's why I try to tell you to always pull it out or cut just through just the white, then it comes out easier. So I'm gonna put my yolk, that was a good example of why to do it there. I'm gonna put my yolk in a bowl. And I can do this for 1 egg, 2 eggs, 10 eggs, 50 eggs, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take my fork and I'm gonna smash that yolk. The reason it's called a deviled egg is because we are deviling the yolk. Deviling means that you're going to be creaming something. They used to make creamed ham or deviled ham. I'm going to be making deviled eggs. So now that I've got my egg yolks all smashed up, I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to do a little bit of mayonnaise. I can always add more, but I can't take away. I'm also going to add some yellow mustard. Now, here's the thing about yellow mustard. I know a lot of you go, ooh, yuck, I hate yellow mustard. My family's the same way. Every one of my daughters hates yellow mustard. But when I put it in my deviled eggs, it makes it taste right. So don't skip it unless you're just like, I will throw up if I do it. You want it to be that you taste the deviled egg. You don't want to taste mayonnaise, because remember, I hate mayonnaise. You don't want to taste mustard, because there are people that hate mustard. You want it all incorporated in together so you get that deviled flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix these. I will know that I have got enough mayonnaise and mustard when I get a nice creamy egg yolk. I'm gonna go ahead and add some more mayonnaise to this and keep smashing it up and getting it nice and creamy. Once I get it nice and creamy and smooth, then I want to add just a teeny tiny bit of salt and pepper. And I'll mix that in. I can leave it plain like this, or I can add some pickle. For some strange reason, I'm feeling pickles today. I've added olives before. Some people like pimentos. I've never owned a pimento in my life, so I wouldn't know how that tastes. But I want to make these nice and itty bitty little teeny tiny pieces because I don't want pickle. I want deviled egg. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. And I'll incorporate that in really good with my creamed egg yolk. And then this is one of the things that I like showing with this project. If I were doing a whole bunch of eggs, this would save me so much time. I take my egg yolk and I put it in a Ziploc bag. If I were doing 50 eggs, it would be a gallon Ziploc bag. I'm doing 2 eggs, so it can be a sandwich Ziploc bag. I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna cut the tip off of my Ziploc bag. Then I can go ahead, and it kind of acts like a little cake decorating bag. I can squeeze and I can go back and add a little bit more to some of them to make them a little bit bigger to try to make them all look about the same. Now, once I get that done, I come back with a little bit of paprika, and this is for looks more than anything, but I sprinkle just a little bit of paprika on there, and I've got a beautiful deviled egg. Of course, gotta taste it. It's Easter time. Bon appetit.